In terms of access to information, at this point in time, one of the other issues that we are advocating for is transparency and accountability in the sharing of that information. And presently, I mean, if I may present my view on this, I find that the flow of information is rather unidirectional, in the sense that information seems to be centralized with policymakers who decide when, how, and by whom that information is shared. This is a very, very powerful position to be in, and it leaves very little room for the role that journalists play in terms of accessing and seeking multiple sources of information, analyzing that information, and verifying it, and ultimately delivering that to the public. So to answer your question, we promote access to information, the flow of information, which I believe at this present time is highly curtailed and undoubtedly impacts on the work of journalists.
What we have seen so far in terms of coverage and so on, we have seen public service journalism, where not just the journalists have decided to serve the nation and the nations at large, even if you see it in the rest of the world, but also you have somehow seen that where there is a bit of openness, transparency from governments and so on, there is a lack of information out there for people to decide. So therefore, even with the challenges of social distancing, for instance, where you see the disappearance of the street vendors who normally would sell the newspapers, you need to find ways